So I thought this Reddit post was interesting from springmustache. Says, miHoYo, please stop abusing exposition with Paimon. I'm really tired of this. Besides talking way too much and stealing the spotlight from Aether/Lumin on every possible occasion, Paimon keeps explaining what's happening in the plot in detail way too often. Pointless exposition is the worst thing for storytelling. There is no need for that. We're not that stupid. Most of the interesting quests are the ones with some mystery and intrigue, where we have to immerse and think for ourselves. If there was an option to disable half of Paimon's dialogue and the pointless exposition, every quest would become much more interesting. Show more and explain less, please. springmustache then posted this example. So, let Paimon get this straight. Timaeus reference material bragged about the perfume's effects, and then he misread the poem, resulting in his believing that this smolder sleet elixir is some super powerful alchemical medicine. The good old what about the kids argument. It's not an excuse for bad writing. I'm pretty sure 12-year-old kids can follow the story without constant fluff exposition. If someone has a premium account for Sensor Tower, go check the usage demographics. I'm not sure how accurate this is. It's probably outdated. The gender distribution is quite balanced. 55% of Genshin Impact players are male, while the remaining 45% are female. When it comes to age, 27% are under 25, while the average age is 35. And edit 2. People who skip, they need a TLDR. What? How does that even work? If you're someone who skips a lot of dialogue, then how do you know when to stop skipping for Paimon's TLDR? Makes no sense to me. A TLDR should be written in the quest menu /status. That's where it belongs. That way people who skip can actually read what they missed. This is a difficult thing to talk about, kind of, because the lore and the stories and the characters and stuff in Genshin Impact is really, really interesting. But I do think the way miHoYo goes about telling some of those stories sometimes is, well, as the original poster here says, it's more of a tell and not show, which is generally not the best approach. I'm not a writer, but to my understanding, it's better to show, not tell. That's what people say, at least. And as someone that plays Genshin Impact and is hesitant to even start quests sometimes because I don't want to, I don't know if I have time to read all the dialogue involved. A lot of the time, I'll just go do some domains and stuff like that, and I'll be like, okay, I'll do the quest later. Furthermore, sometimes there's so much dialogue in these quests that it makes me almost feel bad for playing, because that stuff is interesting, but there are actual books that I need to read in real life. No, I guess I don't need to, but I want to. I think they'd benefit me. The thing is, I'm already behind on reading some of those books. There's a certain amount of pages I want to read every day, and usually I'm not hitting that amount. Sometimes when I'm sitting there, reading all this text in Genshin Impact, I'm like, man, I'm here to play the game, and the lore, like I said, the lore and stuff is super interesting, so I am interested in it. I just wish miHoYo could provide that stuff a little bit more efficiently or a little bit more briefly. Sometimes the text seems a bit too much of it. And as they've been talking about with Paimon here, I suppose, yeah, a lot of that is with Paimon, but in general, some of the quests to me are just a bit too wordy. One quest I really liked that seemed like perfect was the one with the tree, where the family went to those caves, the sons, the grandsons, and then they were looking for treasure, and they're all selfish and all that, and they ended up getting them, they ended up dying. That was a sad quest, and that one seemed like it had the perfect amount of dialogue. That's just an easy one to reference off the top of my head because that's super memorable. But some of these quests, man, it's just it goes on and on with text. So, yeah, it's kind of rough, especially like I said, when I'm already behind on reading books that I'm currently reading in real life. It makes me wonder if I'm using my time properly or not. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you there.